Hey, well, today's daily sprint talking about increasing purpose, passion, and meaning. Today, we're going to talk about popular versus unpopular growth. If I were the gatekeeper of the universe and I wanted to prevent you from reaching your true potential of joy and to give and contribute and to grow, then I would use certain areas that you're growing in and have you only focus on those areas. And that's exactly what the universe does. We have celebrated growth, okay? An example of celebrated growth, for me and most people, it would be like, oh man, I went to the gym today. Most people are gonna applaud that. They're gonna celebrate, yay, you went to the gym, look at your biceps or your abs or whatnot. That's gonna give me a huge sense of significance, okay? Nothing wrong with that at all. But if I only focus on that, then I will lose out on other, in my opinion, much bigger areas of growth because I'm just focusing on the applause, okay? I'm just focusing on what people are validating, so to speak. So what would be a form of growth that doesn't get a whole lot of validation? Let's talk about a few. So I bet if I were to go out and talk to a couple random people again about working out, they would do this. But if I was like, hey, my wife and I were really trying to grow our intimate life, our bedroom life, they'd probably be like, this guy's a weirdo. They would leave. You know what I'm saying? Or how about if I went and talked to people, I'm like, man, we are really trying to go all in on our faith. We just love Jesus. They'd probably be like, this Jesus freak, you weirdo. And they would hightail it out. Or let's say we're out, meet some people. I'm like, man, I am striving to build financially. I want to make more money. Oh man, this guy's greedy. Do you see what I'm saying? Those forms of growth aren't as celebrated as some of these other forms of growth. So my challenge to you is, what areas are you growing in that are celebrated? Continue to grow in those areas, okay? But I want you to look at some areas that you'd like to grow in that aren't celebrating, and just that awareness, just the fact that people may not, that Uncle Bob or Aunt Mary may not understand why you want to grow your business to $10 million a year. They just may never understand that, so they're not going to applaud it. So you might go back and just not grow that area or grow towards that area and be the contributing, giving person that you were made to be. So just be careful of only growing in celebrated growth areas instead of looking into those other growth areas that are not as popular, okay? And I'm gonna tell you the reason that 1%, I'm gonna leave you with this, 1% of the world controls 99% of the wealth. There's a reason for that. This is a true phenomenon. The growth that is celebrated with that 1%, they don't care what everyone else around them celebrates. They know their potential, their heart, their mission. So just kind of keep that in mind. There's a reason why unpopular growth is unpopular. It typically takes a lot more internal work and it's just not celebrated. Okay, so don't let the fact that your growth may not be celebrated by the masses hold you back.